Good evening, welcome to Comfort Cooking with Ivana. Tonight I'm making low-carb, noodleless lasagna. And what you do is you replace the noodles with, the pasta noodles with lasagna. So you need about 2 large zucchinis, and you peel them and you slice them in thin, long strips so that they resemble a pasta noodle. So I have them here on the towel drying. I don't think you can see those very good. There you go. Get my camera back on its stand. So those there are drying out. You want to do that before you actually start to plan and make your lasagna. So right now I've got about 2 pounds of beef in the skillet that I'm browning. Some people like to do a pound of beef and a pound of sausage. Tonight I'm just doing all beef. So as this is browning, you want to add some ingredients into it to give it a good Italian taste. So what I have is 1/3 cup of small diced onion, just a yellow onion, a 1/3 cup. Okay, you need a teaspoon of minced garlic. So I have a teaspoon of minced garlic. And you need 2 teaspoons of an Italian seasoning. Now, if you don't have Italian seasoning, you can just mix things like oregano and parsley and garlic and stuff. So, but this is Italian seasoning, 2 teaspoons of that. Now, that is just going to cook there with the burger until it's brown. So, I started eating full low-carb meals about 2 years ago and decided that's not really what I wanted to do because there's so many fruits and things that I like to eat. So now I just kind of do some low-carb stuff, and I still incorporate a lot of those low-carb keto-like recipes into my dinner time, which are the ones that really tasted good. And this one tastes really good. So anyway, browning this. And I love to cook. I'm actually a school teacher. I went back to work today. Yes, I know the question is about COVID and back to school. Our district is going on a hybrid plan, which means we have half of our population who wanted to come back into the school building on Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, no one's there, and they do a thorough cleaning of the school. And then Group B comes on Thursday and Friday. So that means kids have 2 days of in-school instruction and 3 days of online non-traditional instruction for the parents who wanted their kids to come back into the school building. And the other option is for those parents who didn't, and they're doing full NTI Monday through Friday. So teachers are there preparing for that, watching videos, learning our new procedures that we have to do because of guidelines by our government, how that's going to change and stuff. So we've been working on that. The kids actually come back in the building August 26th. So we will be in mask, social distancing, half of our class by the groups like I mentioned before. So, it's good to have some part of normalcy, but also we have to be sure to be really careful in this time that we don't contract or spread that disease, that virus, not a disease, that virus that makes people ill, especially some parts of our population get more ill than others. So back to this lasagna here. I have got the burger brown. I think the onions are soft and smells really good with the garlic and the Italian seasoning in there. So I'm going to drain the grease that's in there out from the burger. It was an 80-20 lean burger, but it still has some grease. So get the colander out here. You can't see this part, but I am getting ready to drain out the beef. Be right back. little tip, if you are draining your grease and you don't have a garbage disposal, you just run your cold water and that'll make the grease fly hard, and then you can just pick it up with a paper towel and throw it away. So I have put my drained burger back in the pan. So now I'm going to add 2 8-ounce cans of tomato sauce. So I'll put 2 small 8-ounce cans. Now you can make homemade sauce if you prefer. Okay, oops, making a mess. Just let that get mixed in with the burger to make the sauce. Woo, hot stuff. Don't be like me and get stirring vigorously and knock your sauce out on the floor on your toes. Ouch. Alright, so there's the meat. Alright, so now I'm going to begin layering the meat with the cottage cheese and stuff and putting it into the casserole dish. So the first thing you want to do is you want to lay 3 of your zucchini strips in the pan, just like you would if you had boiled pasta. Okay, and then you're going to put your meat in. Spread it out, you layer it. A zucchini tends to hold water, and it can be, if you don't let your zucchini dry out a little bit on the counter on that paper towel like I showed you at the beginning of the video, your lasagna can be kind of runny. You don't want that. Alright, so then I've got my zucchini layer with my sauce on top, and now I'm going to sit this down so I can get the cottage cheese. Now you could use ricotta cheese, but I like to use cottage cheese. So you're just going to put that on top of the zucchini and the beef mixture. Alright, now I'll start that layer right over. Oh, I like to sprinkle, I've got about a 1/3 cup of Parmesan cheese, so I sprinkle that in each layer too. Okay, I'm going to start all over, putting the zucchini layers in. See that nice zucchini layer there? And sometimes you got to put pieces together to make a whole piece. Alright, now put the last of our sauce on there. Smelling yummy. Okay, now gonna go back and spread the cottage cheese, or ricotta cheese if you're a ricotta cheese person. I am not. Alright, so then right on top, put some more Parmesan cheese. And then at last, you have 8 ounces of mozzarella cheese or Parmesan, whatever you like. And spreading that all over. Make sure you get the corners covered. Gives it a nice crispy top. And you know, zucchini is really good, and it kind of has a natural, delicious, even a little sweet taste sometimes. It's a really good substitute for the pasta noodle and more healthier for you. So I'm going to now bake this lasagna for about 40 or 45 minutes in the oven. So that is low-carb, noodleless lasagna. Comfort cooking with Devonna. Have a great night. Stay safe.